What's going on, YouTube? It's Ben back here on Tuesday, October 16th. And today's video is all about my daily routine. I thought I'd give a little video telling you about what I do day to day and how I kind of run my whole day, structured out to get the most productivity out of it. So I'm going to run through just kind of step by step what I do. You already know I run my own recruiting business. That's what this channel is all about. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't even be watching unless you just watch random ass videos. But to set it off, every morning I usually get up and I get a coffee. I already drank it, I threw it away. But I'm shooting this at about 7 in the morning, but I got my coffee at about 5:30, so that's long gone. So every morning I'll have coffee, usually chill for like 20 minutes or so, get my head together, get woken up. Which is the main part of doing that. And so every morning it'll be a coffee. That's how I start my day. Just kind of clear my head, relax for a little bit. Don't think about work. Don't think about business. Just kind of mellow out and get set for the day to get prepped. The next thing I do is I hit my email inbox. This is huge, right? So there's a lot of people that I hate who use email in a really stupid way, I think. They don't unsubscribe to stupid shit. They leave their inbox with thousands of emails in it. They don't have it organized. I'm the complete opposite. And if you looked at my inbox, it's always zeroed out. It's completely cleaned out because I'm OCD as hell and I clean out every single email that comes through. So if something's important, I'll take care of it, or I will put it on a note to take care of it, and I'll get rid of the email and I'll do whatever I have to do, but I'll clean the email inbox out next throughout my day. So that's the next thing I do, because you'll have 25 emails that come in overnight, 25, 30, 40, I don't even know, depending on what I'm working on. So I might have ads up for candidates that I'm trying to fill jobs for, and I might have like 35 inquiries, right? So I'll go through them and I'll just pick them all off, and I'll reject a bunch or I'll accept a bunch and say who I'm going to call later and who I'm going to call earlier and whatever. So I'm cleaning out my inbox next, and that's kind of setting up the tone for the rest of my day. So after that, I'm going to go after the most important action items for the day. So these are things that I would have set up the night before. So we're talking about maybe some really, really important phone calls I need to make, some contracts that I need to write up and send out to a new client, an email that I need to send out to a client with a really important question, or maybe a follow-up that I need to answer, just something, any important action items that are critical to my operation. I will take care of those right away after I clean up my inbox. My inbox is just something I need to get done before I take care of the critical items on my to-do list. So I'll go through the critical items next. But after that, usually by this time, I'm into the zone where I'm already on my appointment list. So we're hitting about 9 o'clock. So let's say I already have appointments scheduled on my calendar, phone calls, meetings. These are going to be with clients, candidates, whoever it might be. I'm screening people, interviewing people, talking to new clients, following up with clients about, how did that interview go yesterday, Bob, blah, 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 stuff like that. And talking to new clients, or maybe, just asking candidates how their interview went to kind of double get feedback, things like that. So I'm going through my appointments throughout the day. I try to spread them out because I never want to get bogged down with a whole day of appointments where I'm just back to back, because you're not going to get shit done doing that. So you got to spread things out, make sure you don't have appointments, more than like 1 or 2 in an hour, at least, with an hour break in between, stuff like that. So I never try to put appointments too close together. I always want to have time for myself where I can work on stuff. So after that, I'm going to do a bunch of follow-ups. So this is where, like, if people are ghosting me, right, a candidate or a client, this is where I'm going to do a follow-up. So I'm going to reach back out to a candidate, a prospective candidate that looked perfect for the position that I'm trying to fill. I'm going to reach back out to them. I'm going to call them, or I'm going to email them. To be honest with you, the best thing in the world is the phone, just calling someone straight up, because that's when you're going to get the most organic, real response out of somebody, actually talking to them on the phone, hearing their voice, hearing their tone, inflection, getting their real answer. Because people are afraid to tell you yes or no. I was just having a conversation the other day with someone about this. Like, people are always so afraid to tell you yes or no on the phone, and I love it when people just give me a straight no or a straight yes, because it's always the most clearest. But there's people that will try to almost tell you they're interested in a job that's an hour away, and you literally have to tell them like, hey, you're not a fit for the job, it's an hour away, and they're still interested, but they're going to start and quit. So it's no point. For another video. But anyways, long story short, I'll do a bunch of follow-ups, and I'll talk to people that are ghosting me, or I will reach back out to clients that are ghosting me, and stuff like that. So the next is new business. So this is always an important part of your day. New business drives your entire business operation. So like I say, I always reach out to anywhere from 60 to 100 new reach outs, contacts, points of interest, whatever, throughout my afternoon, evening. So I do this with ZoomInfo, I do it with LinkedIn, I do it with Facebook, whether it's a business that's like really close by, or a business within 100 miles or wherever, and somewhere in Washington State or Seattle metro area, I'm reaching out to a new client, or trying to make a connection to a new client, talking to a friend of a friend about somebody about staffing, so I can set up a new client that I can staff for. That's going to drive my next business month. So that's super important, because what am I going to do next month if I don't have new clients? So I'm always reaching out, because you can't sit there and count on referrals. I mean, you can, but you're going to probably lose. So you're not going to make a lot of money. So definitely reach out to new business throughout the end of the day. At the end of the day, I try to finish off by just capping off every single little item I need to do on my to-do list. And, it's important to keep the mindset that, you might not always feel like doing things, right? But you need to make a list for yourself, and you have to go down, you have to tick everything off of that list. I'm OCD, so it's easy for me to just look at my list and say, gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this. I'm extremely OCD. And so it's easy for me to sit there, and even if it's the stupidest thing in the world, just to go in and tick it off the box. But you can get lazy about this, and you can, just kind of push your list off and say, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that this day, that day, whatever. But, ultimately it comes down to doing things when you don't want to do them. Think about that for a minute. Doing things you don't want to do. That's ultimately how you get to where you want to be. Nobody wants to sit there and have to make all these little calls and all these little emails or follow-ups and, talking to all these people that you might not want to chat with for that particular moment. But make the call, make the email, take care of the task, take care of the item you needed to take care of. That's going to get you to your goal. So that's how I run my day. Those are the kind of bullet point list items that I do, generally speaking, right? So I'm not going down in nuts and bolts on how I do all of this, but that's the general layout of my day. It serves me well. It ends up with, a good deal of success for me, at least, and that's how I work my day. Your day might be very different, because the way you run your business might be different, but for me, that's exactly what I do, and I find success with that. So, I hope you're having an awesome Tuesday. It's a great day to start crushing it if you aren't already. It's a great day to continue crushing it if you are already. So keep going. I'll catch you guys on Wednesday. All right. Take care. Later.